Hey everybody, Jeff here and welcome back to the carbuyingtipscom channel. In this video we're showing you a brand new Ford F-150 Lariat pickup truck that just hit the streets. Feast your eyes on this, folks. This is a brand new 2021 Ford F-150 4x4 Super Crew with a 3.5 liter with a $7,000 Lariat Equipment Group 502A and a $3,300 hybrid engine option. That makes this truck worth $66,620 as tested. Now this is from our friends up at Mullinax Ford up in Palm Beach, where we know one of the owners there, and they invited us to come up and check this out because it just hit the streets. So he had only had this a few days before they called us up to come take a look at it. So let's take a look at some of the exterior of this, and you can try to decide for yourself how different is it from your current F-150 truck. So this Ford F-150 hybrid pickup truck comes in the star white metallic tri-coat color, which just glitters nicely out in the sunlight. This F-150 pickup truck is sporting $15,545 worth of options, and the destination charge on this thing is a whopping $1,700. Okay, now look at this graphic that we got from Ford talking about this all-new hybrid Powerboost engine. And one of the major changes that they've made over older hybrid designs that weren't as good was you can see here at the bottom of the image, near the front of the engine, it says that there's a 12-volt battery that powers the engine starters, and now you have a belt-driven starter, and this is better than it used to be on certain hybrids. My friends had a 2009 Ford Escape hybrid, and it got to the point where the high voltage battery would discharge over a couple of days after not being used, and you can't start the car, and it requires special recharging equipment and an expensive visit to the dealer in order to get that taken care of. And so in that design, the gasoline engine was actually started by the electric motor using the high voltage battery. So what happens when that high voltage battery falls below the starting threshold? So you see the problem? You are stuck big time there. So luckily it looks like Ford made enough of these design changes here in this engine so that the hybrid drivetrain that they have now will eliminate that issue, because it's the belt-driven starter off of the standard 12-volt battery that starts the engine. We're going to show you the inside, we're going to show you the outside, we're going to take you on a test drive, and if you stick around near the end of the video, we're going to show you another Ford F-150 Limited that came in that was just incredible. You have a totally redesigned glove box area and a 12-inch navigation screen. And here, check this extra storage compartment here above the glove box. So you push a little button there on the left and it opens it up. And then you just snap it right back down to close. And it looked like the American flag. Now here's all your different cameras. You have a front camera there, right there on the emblem on the front of the truck. And it gives you a nice wide view or a normal view, and then there's a view out the back onto the box. So a lot of people like to check if their cargo has shifted, while they're out on the road. And that's where the camera is, right there, right above the LED box light there, right over that rear window. And that rear window is a motorized window also. Now let's take a look at the rear end. There's the camera for the rear, the backup camera. So it's right there on the handle of the gate, and then there's your backup camera in action. So you can see us slowly backing up there into the parking space. Okay, now I like what they do on this next screen here. They give you this alert to remind you about, checking the rear seats for kids. This is a big problem. You might not think much about it, but especially here in Florida with the heat in the summer, every year we lose lots and lots of kids to being left out alone in their pickup trucks. Their parents simply forget they were there. They go to work, they go shopping, and forget that the kid was there with them because they're quiet. They're not making any noise. So this is a problem. So seeing that message comes up to remind you there, I think would be a big help. And then here's the look on the driver's side door, and it's kind of an interesting, almost a denim look with that stitching there along the door panel. So you can see how different this looks from your current F-150. And of course, this new 2021 F-150 hybrid pickup comes with a Bang & Olufsen speaker system. And here again is on the driver's side, there's that American flag emblem sort of built onto the side of that brushed steel. Now check out this $165 option. Now, this particular truck also came with that interior work surface that you can flip it over like this. Now you have somewhere to, do writing. You can put your laptop computer. You can do whatever other type of work you need to do inside there. And here's the motorized gear, the gear shift. So it's motorized to go up, and then motorized to go down as well. Here we're looking at the leather trimmed seats, and both the driver and the passenger seat have that that power lumbar, which is a great option if you can score that on your vehicle. And here's a look at the leather wrapped steering wheel, and some of your phone and audio and track controls are right here on the right side of the steering wheel as well. And there's your large 12-inch navigation screen. And so let's go and let's take a look at this is what it would look like if you're in electric driving mode right there. See, there's the alert that you'll see on the screen. Now we're going to show you the driving mode momentarily. Now, in terms of climate control inside your F-150 pickup truck, you have dual climate support here for your driver and for the passenger. And you also have a couple of different power options there. There's a 20 amp 120 volt outlet and a cigarette lighter outlet. There's your door that covers up everything there, all of your USB ports and the cables. Up on the roof you have controls for the $1,500 twin panel moonroof, and of course storage for your sunglasses. And then remember, this truck has the electronic start and stop, so you don't need keys. Come on people, it's time to ditch those keys, put them down and never pick them up again. Now here in the back seat we have the 60/40 fold up rear bench. The dual satellite antennas on top of the Ford F-150 Hybrid pickup truck. And here is the $700 motorized rear gate. Now what we like about this is a true work surface because there is an actual ruler built onto the plastic there. So there's your gate going back up. So this is a true work surface, folks, not just some gimmick. And of course there's your cargo strap tie-down points. See, there's the ruler we were telling you about. And then built onto the back of it, right here is where your clamp goes. So instead of clamping around the whole gate and scratching your paint, you just insert your clamp into this opening here. So you can clamp down a piece of wood and cut it right there on your tailgate. And then of course here you have two 120 volt electrical outlet receptacles on the back. And there's your control for them right there. And of course we have the retractable tailgate step. Now let's take a look underneath, because this right here is really the only thing that tells you that this is a hybrid, other than the emblem that says Powerboost on the outside. But this right here is where your hybrid battery resides. It's right underneath that shield. And here's the Powerboost emblem. So this is really the only thing on the outside that screams out and tells you that this is a hybrid vehicle. Anytime you can get this star white metallic tri-coat paint out into direct sunlight, it will reward you well. So there's the light and the camera on your side view mirrors. Check out these scenes that show you just how much this star white metallic paint just glitters in the sunlight. And these mud flaps are somewhat laughable. They look very wimpish, and they don't even really look like they would do much. So here's a look into the engine, and we imagine that all these orange cables and conduits are probably related to the electric motor. Now this 2021 Ford F-150 hybrid pickup truck also comes with an $880 towing technology package associated with it. And here's the LED fog lights. Alright folks, it is road test time. And surprisingly, we thought for sure at this point with only 30 miles an hour that we would be on the electric motor here, in electric mode, but it's not. So maybe it depends on the demand that you're giving it on the accelerator. So we found that unless you're driving like great-grandma would drive, it doesn't always want to come on. So now you're going to see here, we're starting to decelerate. So from 33 down, and right around 29 you'll see it kick in. So right there, see it says electric driving right there in the center of the screen. So that's how you know that the electric motor is operating at this point. So at least when you're coasting down, you know it's going to be on the electric motor. So here we are stopped at a light, and of course the speed is 0, and it will tell you electric. Now passing 13 miles an hour to 30 miles per hour and medium acceleration from the traffic light, not too hard, we inexplicably do not enter the electric driving mode. Once we cruise below 40 miles per hour, it should enter electric mode. So here at 27 miles per hour cruising, we finally enter the electric driving mode. Now as we increase up to the mid 30 mile per hour range, we lose the electric mode, and it switches to gas even with feather touch acceleration. Once we settled at 33 miles per hour or so, the motor switched to electric mode again. It seems to be very sensitive to any type of acceleration. So based on the Windows sticker here, it appears that the F-150 hybrid pickup truck is going to have a fuel economy of about 24 miles per gallon average. Now this compares to the standard 3.5 EcoBoost Ford F-150s, which have an average mileage of about 19 miles per gallon. And also you can compare this to the average F-150 8-cylinder, which has an average mileage of about 18 miles per gallon. So you're really scoring about 4 or 5 miles per gallon more by using the hybrid version of the Ford F-150 pickup truck compared to the standard versions. Here is that F-150 Limited that we promised to show you here, and here it is side by side with the hybrid truck. And this has some incredible features, top of the line, folks. The folks in Texas could have used this during that freeze. Look at this, 220 outlet on the back there, and then a couple of different sets of receptacles of 120 volt outlets as well. See the close up there of those. Just numerous outlets in the back. And check out this sprayed in liner on the bed. Now this F-150 Limited pickup truck actually had the most incredible, intricate, stitched leather seats we've ever seen in any Ford pickup truck before. And what this video can't even convey to you is how good that leather smelled. And there's a nice touch here on these F-150 Limited emblems that you'll find around the truck. You've seen all of the great guides that we have here on our website and the videos that we have for you covering all areas of car dealer scams and things like that. And we also cover areas such as tool reviews, because you have to work on your cars. And we also do a lot of product reviews as well. And so you don't want to miss out on any of that. So make sure you click on that subscribe button down below.
Since 1999, our team of consumer advocates has been both protecting you and educating you, the American car buying public, in all areas of buying new cars, used cars, leasing and financing. And we also reveal all the car dealer scams and set you up so that nobody will take advantage of you.
Well, that's it for this week, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you all on the next one.